Welcome back to DJ Carl Play Legacy. Today we have Josh on Jund and David on Blue-Red Delver. For Josh's opening hand, we have a Lightning Bolt, Chris the Hunger Tide, Endurance, Inquisition of Kozilek, Wasteland, Wooded Foothills, and a Taiga. We'll get down to 6, he's scrying the Grist to the bottom. For David, we have a Brainstorm, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Murktide Regent, Polluted Delta, 2 Volcanic Island, and a Wasteland. Mulligan down to 5, David's scrying a Volcanic Island and Murktide Regent to the bottom of his library. Right, Josh on the play, he's going to start off with a Wooded Foothills and crack that down to 19. Gonna fetch up a Bayou and start off with the Inquisition of Kozilek. No response, David will reveal his hand. Josh will take the Brainstorm and pass turn. David will untap and draw. Play a Volcanic Island and cast a Dragon's Rage Channeler. That will resolve. He'll cast a Mishra's Bauble, which will have a Surveil trigger on the DRC. He'll keep it on top. He'll then crack it, targeting Josh, and pass a turn. David will draw Josh's upkeep. Josh will draw per turn. Josh will start off by playing a Taiga and casting a Lightning Bolt, targeting the DRC. That will resolve and pass turn. David will start with a Brainstorm. He'll then play Polluted Delta and crack that down to 19. He'll get a Volcanic Island. And then cast a Delver of Secrets. Pass the turn, Josh will untap and draw. He'll play a Wasteland. Looks like he's going to pass the turn. David will untap, upkeep trigger on Delver, he'll reveal a Daze. Trigger on the stack, Josh is going to cast an Endurance. In response, David will cast a Daze. David will then activate Wasteland, targeting Josh's Wasteland, and then swing for 3. David will pass turn from there. Josh will untap and draw. And pass turn. Dave will start off by going to combat and attacking for 3 with the Delver. Second main, he'll play a Wasteland. And he's going to go ahead and activate it right away, targeting the Taiga. In response, Josh will cast an Assassin's Trophy, targeting the Delver of Secrets. In response, David will cast a Daze. He'll pass from there. Josh will untap and draw. And pass. David will untap, draw, go to combat, swing for 3 in the air. Second main, he'll cast another Delver of Secrets. And pass the turn. Josh will untap and draw. He'll play a Badlands and pass. Upkeep trigger. The Delver will not flip. David will go to combat, attack for 4. And cast another Delver of Secrets. Josh will untap and draw. And pass turn. At upkeep, David will reveal a Brainstorm, and Josh will concede from there. Moving on to sideboards, Josh is going to be taking out a Sylvan Library, 2 Ignoble Hierarch, 2 Minskin Tireless Heroes, a Liliana of the Veil, an Indominus Rex, the perfect hybrid, and 2 Abrupt Decay, bringing in 2 Pyroblast, 1 Red Elemental Blast, 3 Leyline of the Void, 2 Carpet of Flowers, and a Choke. David will be taking out a Daze, Chain Lightning, and Murktide Regent, bringing in 2 Hydroblast and an Unholy Heat. Moving on to game 2, Josh has an opening hand of Liliana of the Veil, Orcish Bowmasters, Tarmogoyf, 2 Bloodstained Mire, a Wooded Foothills, and a Green Sun Zenith. David with a hand of Delver of Secrets, DRC, Ponder, Force of Will, Misty Rainforest, and 2 Wasteland. Josh will start off with a Bloodstained Mire, and he'll crack it down to 19. He'll get a Bayou. And start up with a Green Sun Zenith for 0. That will resolve. He'll get a Dryad Arbor and shuffle the Green Sun Zenith back into his library. And pass turn from there. David will untap and draw. He'll play a Misty Rainforest, crack it down to 19. Get a Volcanic Island. And he'll run out of DRC. He'll pass turn from there. Josh will untap and draw. He'll play a Wooded Foothills. And he'll pass turn. Looks like at David's upkeep, Josh is going to cast the Orcish Bowmasters. Looks like David's going to respond by casting a Force of Will, paying 1 life and pitching the Ponder, which will trigger the DRC. He'll keep it on top. That will resolve. David will draw his card per turn. He'll start off by going to combat and attacking for 1. He'll cast a Delver of Secrets. Then play a Wasteland and activate it, targeting the Bayou. He'll pass turn from there. Josh will untap and draw. Josh is going to play another Wooded Foothills. Looks like Josh is going to crack both of those fetches, going down to 16. He'll get a Badlands and a Bayou. He'll then cast a Tarmogoyf. He'll then move to combat and attack for 1, putting David to 17. He'll pass turn. Upkeep trigger. David's going to cast a Lightning Bolt on that Dryad Arbor, which will trigger the DRC. Looks like he'll Surveil trigger, bin the Polluted Delta. Upkeep trigger on the Delver of Secrets. He will not reveal. David will start off by playing a Wasteland and activating it, removing the Badlands. And he'll then pass his turn from there. Josh will untap and draw. Play a Bloodstained Mire, and then cast a Thoughtseize, targeting David. David will reveal his hand, revealing a Mystic Sanctuary and a Misty Rainforest. Looks like Josh is going to go to combat and attack for 4 with the Tarmogoyf. He'll then pass the turn. Upkeep trigger on the Delver's Secrets. David will reveal a Brainstorm, flipping the Delver. He'll then start off by casting that Brainstorm, which will trigger the DRC. Looks like he'll bin a Volcanic Island. He'll then play a Misty Rainforest and go to combat, attacking for 4. We'll then crack the Misty Rainforest. And get a Volcanic Island. We'll then cast a Ponder, trigger the DRC. Looks like he's going to bin it, which is a Murktide Regent. We'll then keep the 3 cards on top and draw. David now having Delirium. He'll pass the turn. Josh will untap and draw. And start off with an Inquisition of Kozilek. They will reveal a Hydro Blast and a Brainstorm. Josh will take the Brainstorm. He'll then move to combat. And pass turn. David will untap and draw. He'll move to combat, attacking for 6. Second main, he's going to cast a Murktide Regent. He'll then pass turn from there. Josh will untap and draw. Josh will then cast a Carpet of Flowers and concede the game from there. Once again, be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.